All right, guys, welcome back to the channel. Hope you guys are doing fantastic. Check it out. If you don't know who this guy is, I'm about to show it. I'm gonna give you kind of like, I guess, a little feedback, a little story on him. You're welcome to do your own research and all that. This is Bird Doll, and here's what this guy did. Right, several years ago, I actually did multiple videos here on the channel, but several years ago, he was deployed to Afghanistan, and as he's standing post, he decided that, he had enough with the army. The army is doing things that I just don't agree. And he walked away from his post to join the enemy. So there he is, doing his walk through Afghanistan. And he got captured by the enemy. Wait. I'm here to be part of you guys. No, buddy. Good try. But we have a lot of trigger pullers. What we're going to do is use your propaganda and use you against the United States. And that's what they did. So here what we have is a traitor. A guy that didn't know anything about the army, was new in the army, really new. So really his opinion, who cares? You've been here for 3 hours, you still don't have an opinion because you don't know how this works. That's what I would tell a private. When you put some time here in the desert and you know how this works, you could come here and complain. Again, not saying I wouldn't listen to my young Marines. I did listen to them if they had concerns and things. But when you are trying to say that the army is all messed up and they're doing all this wrong, and you are in the bottom of the ladder and you know absolutely nothing, yeah, it's kind of hard. So here's the thing. You see those 3 strikes there, as a sergeant? He got promoted because obviously he was in captivity, I believe, about 5 years. And because of that, when he came back, they promoted him to sergeant. Apparently, according to the amount of years that he was in captivity, he should have been a sergeant. So they gave him the strike. So when it says Sergeant Bird Dog, he wasn't really a sergeant. He was a private that was in captivity for 5 years or 4 years or something. And they gave him those strikes, which he lost. So, again, comes back to the United States. And how did he come back? Now, if you're not aware, I'm going to tell you how he came back if you haven't heard the story. So, essentially, our former president, Obama, traded high-level terrorists for this traitor. He did. So now you're going to say, what do you mean? We don't negotiate with terrorists. You're right. Unless you're Obama. If you're Obama, you do negotiate with terrorists. So it was all over the news. You could search it here on YouTube and look it up. I'm sure a lot of you guys that follow me here, you guys been following me for years. A lot of you guys are military guys. You know the story about this dude, right? So again, Obama's changed, several. I think it was 4 in total. High-level terrorists, not trigger pullers, like dudes that were preparing attacks against our country. Like he literally gave for this traitor people that was actually planning attacks against our country, right? So again, pretty sad to think, pretty sad to understand, but it is what it is. That's what happened, right? So now let's continue with the story. He makes it back to the United States, and you would think that he will be in jail for a long time because this is what happened. You got to think about this. Once he got out and walked away, the army didn't know that. So the army was under the impression that something happened, that somebody got him, that somebody captured him. What happened to him? So what do we do as brothers? We go out there to look for him. And consequently, out of looking for him, soldiers die. So his decision to walk out of the base, to join a terrorist group, resulted on him being in captivity for many years in a cage. And also to soldiers that sacrifice everything for their nation. People die because of this dude. Wow. So now you're thinking, well, this guy's a traitor. This guy joined came back to the United States for trial. And obviously he was put in jail for a long time, right? No, that's not what happened. Really, that's not what happened. What happened was that he got kicked out dishonorably. We're going to see here former U.S. Army soldier who was court-martialed after he left his post in Afghanistan and was captured by the Taliban. Now he's requesting, or is asking federal judge to overturn his military conviction, saying that his trial was unduly influenced when former President Donald Trump, oh man, it was Donald Trump's fault. Everything is his fault. Wow, that's insane. Repeatedly made despairing comments about him, calling him for his execution. So, President Donald Trump apparently called for his execution. Now, I'm going to tell you this right now. Not an uncommon thing. If you look at any of the war, treason, desertion, and things like that, back in the Civil War, they execute you if you walk away. So, again, was it a little bit harsh, the president calling upon that? Well, that's your opinion or not. I'm sure the families of the soldiers that died would like to see some justice happen, right? So, nothing happened to him. Essentially, he was, I think it was this, let's see, let me try to look at it here, but something happened where he got dishonorable discharge, and I believe he had to pay like $10,000 or something to that case right here. At the end of the court martial, Bird Dog was dishonorable discharged, demoted and ranked from sergeant to private, and ordered to pay $10,000. So now he's asking, this is what he's asking. The dishonorable discharge means that Bird Dog, who was granted a waiver to join the Army because of his mental health problem, can get military health benefits from the VA. Listen up, people. Taxes funds the VA. So not only this guy that betrayed a country, that walked away from a country, that went to join a Taliban group to commit horrible attacks against us, not only nothing happened to him other than the dishonorable discharge and $10,000, now he wants to get VA benefits so he can enjoy benefits. No, thank you. No, thank you. It's insane. So anyways, I'm going to link this down here for you guys to see it. You know what? It's sad. I'm going to tell you, if Bird Dog, if you ever see this video, let it go, homie. Just let it go. You already did enough. People die because of you. And you know what? Asking for your, I guess, discharge to be changed from dishonorable to something else, possibly other than honorable. It's called OT, other than honorable. There we go. Something else to that. It's just continue to be disrespectful. I mean, he did enough already. He did enough already. Just at this point, all you could do is be home and pray to the good Lord that he forgives you, and also be happy that you didn't go to jail, because if I would have been that judge, I would have put you in jail for a long time, because your action resulted on soldiers being killed, and that is just unacceptable. Unacceptable. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below. And as always, God is in control.